Hey fam, how's everyone doing? As always, I am accepting blessings, hashtag ladybossaccessory, also PayPal, ladybossaccessory@gmail.com. Everything that you guys do, your prayers, your thanks, your donations, greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. So fam, we've got a very exhausted King of Wands. King of Wands didn't come up in the reverse, so I'm not showing that this is someone who actually does any type of spell work themselves. No, this King of Wands has spent a buttload of money procuring spell work on, toward, and against you. Not just themselves. No, this King of Wands has connections, okay? This King of Wands has a whole slew of people. So we're just going to look at it as a whole community of people. But at the center of this message is this King of Wands. But it's a whole slew of people, a whole community of people were obsessed with spelling you, keeping you under wraps, keeping you under their thumb, keeping you from knowing knowledge, knowing information, certain things. They were almost possessed. Okay, now let's get back into this King of Wands. This King of Wands is exhausted. Definitely was possessed as far as being addicted to purchasing work to be done on you. Yes, you know. It was an addiction. They had to do it. Something was pushing them, urging them to consistently put work on you. That's over with. That is over and done with. Not only were they addicted, possessively placing spell work on you, but it was consistently failing. Consistently failing. Now, that's not to say that it never worked. However, once you woke up, once you came into your power, once you stepped into your sovereignty, once you ascended, yeah, it stopped. And this drained this King of Wands to the point where they didn't know if they were coming or going. This King of Wands had no clue what to do. They're exhausted, they're drained. This has been a very, very long journey, actually, for the both of you, but more or less so for them, because now they are penny pinching. They have spent so much money on trying to keep this, and the reason they spent all this money to keep it under wraps, because it's been a long time coming. They've been putting this spell work, and here's the thing, it wasn't just on you. It was on you and anyone who would seemingly assist you. Okay, so this came from another reading. Your legalities are in your favor. Whatever legality you got going against you is now going to work for you. You're going to win the case. Whatever this case is, whatever is going on, this legality is going in your favor, okay? Remember that and know that. This King of Wands was not only doing spell work on you, this King of Wands was doing spell work over the justice system, the judges, the prosecutor, hell, even on your lawyer at one point. I told you, this is a community of people where this King of Wands has hired out against you. That's why this community is experiencing towers. They're experiencing towers because as of right now, every lie, we got the Ace of Swords in the reverse for all of these lies, but we also got the Sun. All of these lies are being illuminated. All of these lies are coming to the forefront, where they lied and said they didn't know each other, where they lied and they said they weren't helping each other, where they lied on you, or even where they lied and said they were helping you, and the whole time they were hindering you. You are coming out as the Queen of Cups, as a mother figure, a loving, nurturing figure, someone who's supposed to be celebrated, someone who's supposed to be adored. Now, the lie they were telling is that they were adoring you. The lie that they were telling is that everything that they were doing towards you, you were doing towards them. So they were lying and telling people that you were doing spell work on them. They were lying and telling people that you were working with other people against them, and the whole time they were just projecting. It was them working against you. Towers. They're not coming. They're here. And these towers are falling upon this entire community, but especially this King of Wands. This King of Wands, like I said, is exhausted. But not only are they exhausted from continuously doing the same stuff over and over again and getting the same results, slowly but surely going insane. Okay. They have contracted an STD. Now, whether this is a sexually transmitted disease or a sexually transmitted demon, it does not matter. The point of the matter is they are so exhausted because they continuously did this spell work after they were worn off, not just by the Most High, but by their own ancestors. Their own ancestors told them to bag back, to step back, settle down, hold your mule. They didn't want to heed the warning. So then your ancestors have stepped up to the plate. And this STD they got, it has been accelerated. So if they've got cancer or they had stage 1, they are now at stage 4. If they had something like HIV, it has progressed into full-blown AIDS. If it's just a sexually transmitted demon, this thing is not just taking over them while they're in the midst of an addiction. This thing has gone to full possession. So whatever it is that they had, it has been accelerated because they didn't want to stop. They didn't want to quit. So down they are literally in the midst of judgment. And whatever it is that they've got, it has been accelerated. In other words, I don't foresee them being here for much longer. See, they wanted you in the Ten of Swords. They were stabbing you in the back consistently and constantly. But everything that they wanted for you is turning around on them. They wanted you in prison. They are now going to be in prison via spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. They are going to be in prison. Hell, it might be all 4. Okay? Spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. I knew there was one more. But nevertheless, your angels are here. Your ancestors are here to balance this thing out for you. Everything in life has to be balanced. So all this stuff that they threw out, it's got to go somewhere. And it's going right back to them. This entire community that was in their devil energy working alongside this King of Wands, every single one of them are under judgment. And they're going through these conflicts because they don't even understand what has hit them. They're trying to say, oh no, it wasn't me. I was for the collective. I was for, the earth angel. I was the one who said, no, we shouldn't do it. But you did it anyway. You did it anyway. So voluntarily or involuntarily, however you assisted this King of Wands, you're getting hit with these towers. Period, point blank. You had your chance and you had your opportunity. You could have stopped. You could have stepped back, but you didn't. You could have opened your mouth and said something and kept this Queen of Cups from going through what the Queen of Cups went through. But that wasn't the divine plan. The Queen of Cups had to go through all that. Because at the end of all this, the Queen of Cups was able to ascend. The Queen of Cups is now being seen as the High Priestess. The Queen of Cups is also being seen as the Empress. The Queen of Cups is also being seen as the Hierophant. The Queen of Cups is also the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Justice. This is her due justice. The Queen of Swords is getting her due justice. Judgment is here, and she's protected from every single bit of the backlash that these individuals are now trying to pit off on her because it's hitting them and it's hitting them hard. They can no longer do any of this spell work against this ascended High Priestess, ascended Hierophant. They are now realizing that this Queen of Cups that they mocked, slandered, lied to, lied on, lied about is the High Priestess. Is held in high honor. Outranks them. The gift that they tried to steal, they had the entire time. She was the gift. She was the one that was going to usher them into their new. They lost that. They messed that up. That's on them. That's it.